And lastly, we are going to talk about some dysfunction in the Harris household. So a video went viral where Ti's son, who is an aspiring artist, rapper, whatever you want to call him, got into a verbal spat with his parents over the issue of how tough the kid had it growing up. So this kid, his name is his stage name is King Harris, right? He's trying to be an artist. They were at you can't make this stuff up. They were in the luxury suite of an Atlanta Falcons game against the New Orleans Saints. And the boy went live because they were going back and forth. Ti and Tiny was like, "Bro, you grew up with a silver spoon in your mouth. Stop trying to make it seem like you grew up hard." And King Harris is like, "Hey man, I grew up hard out here. Check my record. You better, check my receipts." And Ti's like, "Hey man, you're embarrassing yourself and your family. Chill with this. You ain't really about that life." And it got heated a little bit, and the way in which it got heated made the video go viral. So, to provide some context here, this is an article from Hip Hop DX. It says Ti gets into fight with his son King Harris over silver spoon argument. Um, Ti and his son King Harris got into a fight at an NFL game over the weekend, and it was captured on camera. The father-son duo attended the Atlanta Falcons versus New Orleans Saints game at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta on Sunday, alongside the rapper's wife Tiny and others. While watching the game in a luxury suite, Tip and his 19-year-old son began arguing after King claimed that he had a tough upbringing, which Ti and Tiny both took issue with. Quote, "King, have you ever woke up with a roach on your face? All right, then, you don't know what you're talking about," Ti snapped during the argument, which was filmed on Instagram Live. King responded to make him look better. He say shit that he know not true. Silver spoon, I ain't never ate that a day in my life. So here is we'll play the first couple minutes of the altercation, and then we will go ahead and, of course, provide our 2 cents on this situation.
Unbelievable.
Have you ever woke up with a roach on your face?
No, that's not the ghost.
Yeah, man, go.
Or in your
I
ear.
don't know what you're talking
I
about.
had some in the neighborhood with me that broke up with roach in your ear. Y'all want to go to the bando in my neighborhood? Do y'all want to go to the bando? Do y'all want to go to the bando? To make him look better, he said he know not true. Silver spoon, I ain't never ate with that day a day in my life.
Nigga, you did have a silver spoon.
Look, I used to come to my grandma's house because I'm getting in the
You
fight.
cried like a baby to go to your grandmama's house.
Every day.
You to hold your breath.
Every
and
day.
no tantrum to go over there.
I don't want to be in these gates. I want to be outside in the neighborhood. That's why I want to be over there. But they don't understand
No,
that.
I'm gonna tell you the reason why he want to be over there. Y'all ready?
What was the reason?
Cause he can suck and pacify over there till he was 12 years old. He was sucking pacify till he was 12 years old. He couldn't do that in the house.
You cried like a baby. Hold his breath.
Yeah.
They trying to say I was over there nasty, but they ain't gonna tell you everything like that. They trying to hide it.
Ain't nobody hiding that.
He capping. He capping. Hey, he know I stand on business. He know that. Can't no nigga ever pull my car ever in life. I stand on business. You drop me somewhere, I stand on business. You drop me in your hood, I stand on business.
Yeah, he means that too, bro.
I've been still on business. You want to hide it for the world? I'm gonna put it out there for them to see. I want to put up nowhere. You ain't had me put up nowhere. Like you ain't had me behind the mansion. I was outside doing what I wanted to do.
You was behind that till you cried.
No, I got too much to drink. I drunk too much. Drunk too much.
Bro, too young to have
mad
like
'cause we-
veneers in his mouth, bro. Like he look wild with them veneers, bro.
Yeah, okay, that's enough. And yeah, he sounds like a clown in training. He sounds like
It's crazy.
a minstrel show in training. But what do you think about this kid's claims? And and all of this nonsense that he was spewing. I mean, this is ridiculous.
I mean, this is the part that's wild, bro. Is that I mean, I don't really know. This is crazy, dog. Like this is like something that shouldn't have came out, but he's the one that recorded it. And it's sad because the boy clearly needs some help there. I mean, he's just lost. And I don't know who's really buying his street talk but him. And I didn't even have to know that he came from T.I. or nothing. If I heard anybody talking like how he was talking and sounding like how he sounded, bro, it's like, bro, you're not from the trenches, bro. You can't be from the trenches sounding like that. You know me, man. I stand on business. Oh no, you're capping. Yeah, you're capping. Hey, I stand. You know me. It's like, nah, nah, dude. You sound like you was at your grandma's house on a pacifier. It's wild. And for T.I. to unmute, man, come from the rafters and be like, bro, you're embarrassing yourself and the family with this behavior. To me, this is T.I. is witnessing firsthand what
The
trap
fruits of his
music,
labor.
yes,
Yeah.
what trap
Yep.
music has done to the community.
Yeah.
And his music was anthems for a lot of people in my cohort who were selling and doing the whole nine and thugging and all that other stuff. So his music woke him up and got him to hustling. And now his own child, who was raised in a suburban area, both parents active in his life, even grandma to boot. He had enough money to cover everything. The kid grew up on reality TV shows. Yeah, bro, I think that's Silver Spoon. But the thing is that psychosis that music and this air quote culture does to a young black man has taken over his own child. Now, granted, T.I. also was a victim of that type of whatever rigmarole too, but he was also in circumstances that heightened that, and it actually made it advantageous for him to actually be a hustler. But in this context here, he would have to revert backwards to go to the bando. You guys want to see the bando at grandma's house? Bro, we do not want to see the clubhouse you and your cronies play that when you went to go visit your grandma. That's not the bando. Y'all wasn't trapping out there. So this whole logic, this whole rhetoric, he was born in it, like many other kids that are, in his age group and all this other stuff. So I was a part of that. It got me to a certain extent, not enough to be, claiming that I'm from a place that I'm not. But at the same time, I was adopting things because that was where the credit was given. The credit was given to those people. So the music points in that direction, and the people in the neighborhood seem to be pointing in that direction. So this kid grew up with everybody pointing at his dad saying trap star, trap star, trap star. And I don't know what kind of mental gymnastics that put him through when he was growing up. But, you always want to be dunking on your dad when you get older. You want to be better. You want to be doing things a little whatever. And his thing was, hey, my dad grew, he's Mr. Hard. He's Mr. This. I got to prove my own. So I don't know where this takes him, but he sounds like he's not thinking beyond trying to prove something to people, which is crazy. But what are your thoughts on this situation here? King Harris going fisticuffs with his own father.
Yeah, I don't have much to add on to what you said. He sounded, like I said in my opening remarks, he sounds like a minstrel show in training. Who talks like that? It's like he's reading from the trap rapper handbook.
Yeah.
Do y'all want to go back to the bando?
No,
And
the Disney version of it.
Yeah, I didn't want to be behind these gates. I wanted to be outside. And all of this other nonsense that he was saying, he sounded like a junior clown. He really did. And shouts, T.I. one thing that I'll say about Ti definitely did his part to cultivate the sound that is trap rap and whatnot. But where I will sort of give Ti partial credit is if you go back and you listen to Ti's when Ti was at his peak. If you go back and listen to like I'm Serious and trap music and urban legend and King, for the most part, whenever he did talk about the trap and stuff, it was like this is what I used to do.
Right.
It wasn't like Jeezy, where Jeezy was like, I'm still doing this. Like
Hmm.
T.I. was like, I used to do this. So, T.I., at least I'll give him credit for being socially aware enough to not perpetuate the notion that while he's becoming this successful rapper, he's not a heavy hitting dope dealing, coke boy. Because obviously that would be a lie. You're not out here selling these records, and then when you're done selling these records and getting off tour, you going back into the trap and selling bricks upon bricks upon bricks upon bricks. Like that's not happening. But nevertheless, Ti does bear at least partial responsibility for this because he was, at the end of the day, a part of a period of time in hip hop that fostered a particular type of sound that influenced a lot of people. And obviously, his son is in tremendous proximity to him. So it stands to reason that his son is going to glean some of that, at the very least, via osmosis from his dad.
Hmm.
And so, T.I. bears some responsibility for this. And, based on what I see from T.I. in terms of when he speaks on certain things publicly, I feel like he probably is aware of that.
Hmm.
I think Ti understands that. He probably knows that, but that is, of course, not going to stop him from trying to put his kid in the right headspace, because he is the one who has the power to do it. And if he does not do it, his kid's going to end up being a caricature like the rest of these rappers running around out here looking like cartoon characters, minstrel shows, I'll call them. And he's already talking like one. Who talks like that? Like, do y'all like he's talking like he's trying to make a viral TikTok video. Do y'all want me to go? Y'all want me to go back to the bando? Like, who says that? Who says that? You're 19 years old. Who talks like that? Like, real dudes who are really in a real bando are looking at you like you're a clown, jit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he's talking like this recklessly because this music stuff is permeated through the collective consciousness of these generations, so much so that they're just using this as everyday speak. I'm in the trap, I'm in the bando, but you're in a gated community. Like, it doesn't make sense. It's really ridiculous. It's sad and unfortunate. But if I'm going to give Ti the credit of being socially conscious, which I do believe him to be, then he is also aware enough to know that he is going to fight tooth and nail to ensure that his son does not get steered down the wrong path too much. Because as it stands right now, it's looking like he is headed down the direction of modern day minstrel show.
Yeah, he's a little out of control right now. Wishing the best for this. I mean, yeah, we just covered Ti last week. Just saying about the good things that he was doing for the community, at least. And for this to come out, the following week, where his son is just basically, yeah, like you said, just making a minstrel show out of himself.
Yeah, he looks like a buffoon, and Ti knows it. He's like, he knows. That's why when he was saying we cut the video off, but at the end of the video, Ti is like, you're embarrassing yourself and your family, because
Right.
Ti knows, bro, you look like a buffoon right now.
Right. And so, yeah, what the whole act, the whole charade, it needs to go. But what will make that happen? That will be a awakening that he would have to get on his own. So yeah, he's still a kid, 19 or whatever you say. So he's still got some growing up to do. Hey, I remember when I was 19. All right, I was a head case. All right. So, comparatively speaking, right?
Yeah, right.
But and so I can imagine what it is to, you turn on your phone and you're getting all this attention when you're that hungry for attention. So sad stuff, man. Wishing Ti the best with this, clean this up, man. And for him and for the kid, the King Harris kid, I write people off fast. It's not looking good for him. So, yeah, bro. I'm hoping you can, have what's that boy name that had the tattoos all over his face, and then he found Jesus, Bunk Gang, whatever that boy name is. Yeah, you probably would not know him, but yeah, it's so people can reform. So hopefully this kid grows up one day and sees that this isn't it. It's kind of one of those things of you look back at these times, because I could just look back at myself at times where I was just drunk in the club, just thinking I'm the shit, I'm talking to all the ladies or whatever, but I'm just bopping around drunk. And so, you're young, you're immature, you do things like that. So I think he'd be, hopefully one time he can look back at this and go, oh man, that was embarrassing. I see what my dad was talking about. But it doesn't look good though. It looks like he's down the path of the Kodaks and everything else. So Godspeed,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. It just there's nothing more corny than when it sounds like you're just reading out of a handbook.
Right.
And the kid just sounded like he was like, let me turn to the trap page. Oh, bando, bando, bando. Like he just sounded like a clown. Just sounded like a clown, So yeah, hopefully they get that. Hopefully they get it corrected. Yeah, he is a jit. He's got a lot of life to live, but this rap stuff, man, it really does make clowns of some of these humans. You know, and it is what it is. What are you gonna do? Um, Shouts out to Foyo Games, friend of the channel. He said Ti and Tiny don't stand on business.
Apparently not.
Yeah, and if you their parenting would suggest as such. That is true.
I forgot about that too. Yeah, standing on business.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're gonna go ahead and end tonight's stream, man. That was good stuff. Great content as always. Thanks to everybody who joined in on the stream. Appreciate you for tuning in. Thank you to you for joining along with us as we continue to create our brand of logical content. Follow Conscious Approach on Instagram at Con Approach, CONAPPROACH. I am on Instagram at JVWins, JVWINS. If you watch this video on the Facebook page, go ahead and like that page, follow that page. We certainly appreciate it. Like and subscribe to the channel as always. We certainly appreciate the support as we continue to flesh out this community, speak truth, and create our own brand of logical content here in our little corner of the internet. So until next time, think for yourself, keep it logical, and continue to support logical content.
Yes, sir. And the name is Dogon SS. You can find me on Instagram at Dogon_SS and on YouTube at Dogon_SS. Also on DraftKings. Send me an invite, bro. I come take your money. All right, Dogon_SS over there as well. And as I say on every part, guys, all right, don't be too high, don't be too low. Keep it calm, keep it chill, keep it player. And don't let anybody get you off your pivot. And if you hoeing out there, do your hoe in silence. All right. So until the next time, guys, we'll catch y'all on the flip side.
Those are wonderfully parting words. Do your hoeing on the inside. Just make sure you come outside to tune into the next stream. So we'll see you there, but we out of there. Peace.
Peace. Go Canes. Forever.